Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about Bitcoin, take a look at the entire crypto market cap as a whole, because I am seeing some very interesting things in the charts. So without further ado, let's hop into this video. So guys, right now, Bitcoin is trading at $51,885, down about 0.1% on the day. Bitcoin dominance is also coming down with this because we are seeing Ethereum make its way up, which is a very interesting thing I want to talk about later. Bitcoin dominance trading at 51.72%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're about 53.72%. We've come down about 0.6 or so over the past day. But Ethereum moving is a very interesting thing to see as Bitcoin is trading sideways, Ethereum being up 3%. Guys, you know what happens when Ethereum runs while everything else isn't running. It's the beginning of altcoin season. That's what comes next. Be prepared for that. But I do kind of want to take a look at where we're at. Where are we in the broader macroeconomics and the psychology of the market? Where are we? So over on Twitter, I posted this chart, which is basically the psychology of the market cycle. And I've been studying this, and for the past, since we've been doing this YouTube channel, I like to talk about what I'm feeling in the space and where I feel is the overall sentiment. If there's hope, if there's disbelief, if there's panic, if there's euphoria, if there's complacency, anxiety. I like to talk about these different things. And for a while, we were seeing a lot of disbelief, in my opinion. We were seeing a lot of disbelief. We look at Bitcoin right now. Let's look over at the daily. Kind of gives a better picture, a little bit cleaner. For a while, we were in disbelief. Coming up to the upside, being, oh, this is a sucker's rally, it's over. A lot of people saying, like, oh, yeah, this is nothing, we're going to come up here and then crash back down to $12,000. A lot of people were talking about it. It was very disbelief. There's a lot of disbelief happening in the market. But things have changed. Things have slowly been shifting. And the way that the price is continuing to make its way to the upside on the daily, the weekly time frames, and starting to bleed into the higher term time frames, when I look at this, what I'm really feeling now is optimism. I'm seeing a lot of optimism. Over on crypto Twitter, you can follow me at 333Blacksea. I said, I smell optimism. That's what I see happening right now, guys. And optimism is an interesting place to be. It's a very interesting place to be right now. What do you do when there's optimism? Well, you might want to turn your brain off a little bit. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I am thinking that that's the appropriate thing to do, because you probably will make more money if you sit on your hands and turn your brain off. Don't try to make sense of it, because there is some optimism coming into the space. We're starting to get that curl up to the previous. It's the first move before we get to the true parabolic move to the upside, before we start to see the belief, the thrill, and the euphoria. We're seeing optimism, guys. That's what I believe we're seeing right now. Sit on your hands. Be patient. Things will probably get pretty crazy. You need to be patient, guys. Don't panic, sell because you think that there's going to be a big correction around the corner. The corrections are probably for buying. It's probably going to be very, very good dip opportunities to take advantage of to increase your exposure to the upside. The risk right now, in my opinion, is going to be the continuation to the upside. We look at the weekly over on Bitcoin. We closed the weekly above my target for bullish continuation above $51,000. Another green weekly candle to show that we're going to be increasing here with bullish continuation. Also on Market Cipher, green buy signal. Last time we saw this on the weekly was back here when we started to make our way to all-time highs. When you see it on the top wave, it's a good bullish signal for continuation. Things might get a little crazy, guys. Things probably will get a little crazy. I thought that for sure that these moves to the upside, the optimism and the euphoria was going to be coming post-halving, which is also only a couple months away. It's getting closer and closer day by day. It feels like just yesterday we were talking about the halving when we were hitting the bottom at $16,000 in 2022. But the halving is coming. A Ethereum spot ETF, that could be also a reason why we're seeing Ethereum make this move, but news follows price. It's not the other way around. It's very rare that the price follows the news. It requires some big black swan type events to see something like that. Ethereum spot ETF, people bullish about that. People were pre-buying and front-running the Bitcoin spot ETF approval. Now people are going to start doing that with Ethereum, which is going to make altcoins do some crazy, incredible things. Turn your brains off, guys. Turn them off, because it's probably going to get a little out of hand here. We're probably going to see this move to the upside. And to go back to finish my thought here, I do think that this is a little premature. I was expecting this optimism to come maybe a couple months after the halving. Around here. September 2024, later in the year. But people know about the 4-year cycles. This could be a lot of front running. We could see some very explosive price action leading into the halving, which would be very curious because we usually don't see that. But I will also say, Bitcoin is getting more mature. We saw a little bit of a move to the upside back in 2016, but it was such an immature asset. And it still is an immature asset, let's be honest here. But we could see this, where we rally heavy into the halving. See us testing previous all-time highs. We're only, guys, I measured this before I start recording this video. Guys, we are only about 15%. Excuse me. 30%, about $15,000 from the previous all-time high. $15,000 from the previous all-time high. It's not that far away. It's really not that far away. Sit on your hands, guys. Be careful. This is probably the best time to turn your brain off. I know that's an interesting way to put it, but don't psych yourself out here, because we're probably going to start to see some craziness. But be prepared. Be prepared for some big flush outs, because it will come. It's been kind of overdue for a flush out. We did have a very long, this was the most brutal bear market Bitcoin has seen so far. The longest bear market Bitcoin has seen so far. So maybe we see an extension here. Maybe we see the longest bull market before a large pullback. It's important to keep all these data points in the back of your mind, because they'll come in handy. They'll come in handy when emotions get hot and when you need to be a strategic trader and you need to take profit and you need to make decisions not based on emotion. But all in all, guys, I'm expecting continuation here. I'm expecting a stab at 55,000, 57,000. We do need to see a pullback at some point, but that could be after. I would probably say that it would be after 55,000 would be a higher likelihood. I think that we see this continue out, especially with that weekly candle close above 51,000 that we saw yesterday. But guys, if you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. It really helps us out a lot to grow. We're getting closer and closer to 15,000 subscribers. Really helps us out a lot when you like this video and subscribe. Please go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea. I'm very active over there. Check out some awesome referral links we have down below this video. $4,100 sign-up bonus to Femex. All you got to do is click the link, sign up, deposit, trade a little bit, get a bunch of free money. But I'm curious, guys, what do you think? Do you think that we're at the optimism stage of the market, or do you think we're at the belief or thrill? I'm very curious. I don't see the euphoria yet. I don't see the retail investors here yet. Maybe they won't come. Maybe they don't have money. We talked about that in the previous video. Maybe they don't have enough money because of the economic conditions. I'm very curious on what you guys think of where we're at in this psychology of the market cycle. I think that we were in disbelief for quite some time, and I feel like it's finally shifted a little bit towards optimism and maybe even belief. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.